I am Shirokawa, leader of Noble Moon.
You come off as a little awkward, but she doesn't seem to mind and react in any way.
I never had a
Also,
hall before.
that's fair. She says, well, I came here because I wish to take advantage of your services. You are mercenaries, correct?
That is correct.
I have heard some of your race say some things about you. And as I said, I was hoping that we could hire you.
Of course, I hope you understand that we are firmly on the side of, well, she gestures towards all the humans around. We're not exactly gonna help you if you, let's say, do anything bad within human lands.
Of course not. If anything, that is the reason we came to you. Out of, shall we say, most humans, you seem to be the most willing to work with some of my kind. As such, I thought it would be fitting that we come to you. Know that our business, while it involves your lands, is, well, very personal. We have no intention of harming humans. If anything, our actions will benefit your kind.
Oh? Would you mind maybe expanding on such a thing? Can I roll persuasion to try getting a little bit more out of her about it?
Sure, go ahead. Some time ago, our tribe settled in a forest. You might be familiar with it. I believe you've made a friend there, a certain dragon.
Oh, wait, you're from, like, she's suddenly a bit more friendlier. It's like, you know.
Yes, we do know about him. Luckily, we were able to intervene before, well, bad things befell him. Ever since, my people have taken, shall we say, refuge in the forest and have kept it safe from outsiders, including, well, him. You see that she is very intentionally trying not to say any names. As such, that has opened us to a lot of human contact, not just with other races. And on one such occasion, something was stolen from my tribe. I need to get it back for my people. That is why I was sent with my sisters.
I see. Can I do insight to see if she's completely telling the truth?
Okay, go ahead.
Not bad.
She's being truthful.
If it's a simple job of escorting and recovery of, well, an item, as long as there's no assassination involved and the like.
Oh, don't misunderstand me. The person or the people that stole this item from us need to be punished. And the punishment will be swift death. That is non-negotiable.
War trade.
We do not expect you to do anything. We will do the deed ourselves. We simply wish safe passage to our destination and back. Nothing more, nothing less.
And the destination is?
Do you have a map?
I produce one. Since I have one on me.
She begins running her finger through the map. And as she does... First of all, let me move the Noble Moon symbol. Oh, it's right. It's actually back at the base. Perfect. As she does... By the way, this is the forest she was talking about. The Whispering Woods where you met the dragon.
Naturally.
Oh, wait. Shit. Thank you. There we go.
I wonder why they call the Whispering Woods.
Ooh.
Anyway,
the library.
Because of the spooky ghost.
She begins moving her delicate fingers through the map. Horatius and Lucretia get a more and more bad feeling about this as she points very close to their home.
Get out.
In fact, just somewhere up in the mountains above it.
Wait, in the mountains, physically?
The serpent spines, yep.
Isn't
Somewhere
that where
on a higher altitude from where their fort is. Usually that's basically the barbarian lands.
I will need to talk with my fellow advisor to see. You are free to stay for a moment if you wish.
We will remain here and await your decision.
I'm gonna motion the others to follow. Right, I'm gonna guess I already know some of the feelings that you guys have.
Lucretia crosses her arms.
Oh, don't do that. I know it's not exactly good, that's why I asked them where they were going to in the first place. But what concerns me is whoever has this item. Your family hasn't moved, but if somebody's bought an item there. Moreover than not, they may be the only ones who can deal with it in a safe manner. Either way, your brother's definitely not happy about it, but the point remains, if there's a dangerous item, and, well, they say they know somebody, me and Alyssia do know somebody who helped us. And no one but people who've actually been there would know their names.
The way she talks suggests that she actually knows his name, which is interesting.
I don't have any bearing on your decision on whether or not to help these people, just know I'm against it.
That's the thing. Don't you understand? They're gonna try finding a way there either way. They're simply trying to get our help on the matter. If we're heading
That's
that way...
exactly the point. I don't want to be associated with, well, them so close to our homeland, so close to my family.
Point of the matter is, like, would you rather make sure they don't do anything by all of us being there? I tell you now, this is probably just a greeting party. I have a feeling that the main person who wants to get the item back isn't even here. Of course, as I said, it is your home. I will listen to you. But if it was my home, I would try making sure that they were kept an eye on.
I don't like it, and I still want to talk to Horatius about it.
You feel free. They're going to be here for a while.
I'm gonna go find wherever Horatius went off to.
Iris is being respectful because it's their home.
Alyssia turns to Iris. Well, if we do it my way, there's another benefit.
Hmm?
You all can, well, keep up appearances with the Klein family at their fortress, and of course get a bearing on what exactly is going on in those lands. Meanwhile, perhaps with a little bit of help from certain people, I can provide some information from another viewpoint. Wait, Experta?
Yes.
They did point. Which side of the which side on which side of the spine does the Klein family home lie on, and on which side of the spine did she point to?
Well, she's just basically pointing in the general direction of up in the mountains where it's barbarian territory. But basically, the Klein family's stronghold and lands are about half a day away from that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So quite a ways away
Alyssia-
still.
Alyssia looks at it. There are two explanations. Either there's someone in the Klein stronghold who apparently decided getting a hold of this item was a great idea, which I'm sure it was, at least for a limited amount of time.
You say that, but I think it's rather impossible. I mean, their family's tough, but they would have to go through the front line in order to even get to the forest in order to get the item.
I'm sure their family has other assets at their disposal. Assets such as me or someone similar.
Maybe.
Besides, I'm sure it can be tempting to seek out power in order to push back the line and defend your home.
Or...
However, the other explanation is that someone is directing the barbarians, someone with much more knowledge of magic than they have.
You think this person who has been messing with them the entire time somehow got a hold of the elves' item as well and brought it there?
It's possible. Or someone else brought it from the elves and gave it to them, simply to stir up some chaos.
That's true. If these strange, undying barbarians break through, it opens a floodgate to Oveya. And as much as I hate to admit it, Oveya is one of our strongest weapons in this war.
Which just brought me another idea, which is quite ingenious if that's what they actually did. Say, since the Klein family is the one holding back the main brunt of the line, at least towards the Elven Empire. What if someone were to, I don't know, steal a certain item and plant them in the Klein family's stronghold and then push the blame on someone else?
You think it's a setup that the elves tried killing them?
I don't know, but it's definitely a possibility. That way, the elves will be compelled to take back the item and assassinate whoever is taking the fall, so to speak, which would possibly bring chaos to the leadership, especially if more than one person is implicated in the matter.
That is definitely something that would happen. I mean, it happened in the Western Isles, remember?
Regardless, all it means is that we are going to have to split up. We are going to have someone travel with the elves in order to gather information, and the rest of you are going to have to see things at their stronghold. But the problem here is that that those two are blinded by their loyalty to their family and are possibly unwilling to investigate every possible detail in this matter. And while I don't particularly care about the Klein family's plight, the fact remains that if the line falls, the human world is, for lack of a better word, fucked. Still, perhaps we might simply inquire about this and gather some more information.
Perhaps.
It may be that they have disposed of other means that we are not aware of.
We shall see. Either way, let's wait for the other two to get back and I'll explain what we just talked about.
I suppose this is when we enter the room.
Yep, that's exactly when you guys
And
entered the
you know,
room.
you know that bit when Aragorn comes to Helm's Deep, the double push open of the doors. Yeah, that's me, and I just lead with the thing. I don't want those monsters in my home.
I like how you still don't trust me, Horatius.
I know you're going to let them in,
No,
aren't you?
it's not that. Come on, I'm not trusting of every demon. I mean, I'm not trusting of every human either, but... The point is that letting them in would be bad for both my reputation, Noble Moon's, and everybody else's if we're discovered. If we fight through the Northerners' place, we're likely to die. I mean, as strong as we are, I'm sure that you won't be able to hold off that many on your own. So, at the end of the day, our best option is to offer them one thing. We get back the item, and we promise to kill whoever has it. Since I'm pretty sure it's a setup of some kind.
Sort of gives you a considering look. So you're going to tell them no, and that we'll do whatever this is for them.
Essentially, there's no way we can get them past the humans' lands. You know them as great as we do. They won't let us go without checking at checkpoints, and I doubt your family name will carry us all the way.
Iris, promise me you aren't going to let them into my land.
I will not escort them into your lands. If they refuse, then I can't outright kill them here. They may try finding other ways, but I promise you, if we meet them there, I won't let them do anything to your lands.
Right, with that, Horatius, I'll give you a nod.
Lucretia also seems satisfied by that answer.
You two trust me then?
Yes.
She nods. Right. Let's get back
Good
in
old
there.
pregnant
As
silence.
you guys are wrapping up your
Pregnant
conversation and
silence?
probably huddled up so you can talk with each other, suddenly there's an extra voice that pipes in the middle of the conversation. I'm sorry, is this a bad time?
Oh,
And
Jesus!
as it
Kick.
does,
Is she
suddenly
whisking
there
us
is
away?
a loud alarm all over the mansion, and you hear Henry's voice. Guys, somebody just instantly broke through my magical defenses. Look out, I think we're being attacked.
Yeah, I'm
He's
gonna...
right
The mage just
here.
goes, oh dear, that's rather rude and presumptuous.
You couldn't just knock... It's like, Henri, it's
Sadly.
okay, it's just the maid.
Wait, who the hell is this?
Oh, right,
I
you
raise
don't know.
my sword at her
As
and
you
get my
say
shield
that,
ready.
she turns towards you, Lucretia. She touches the side of the hem of her skirt and bows courteously and says, "Greetings, fellow inferior human person. I am just an ordinary maid of human origin."
Right, because she totally doesn't have horns.
What kind of demon is she?
She is some kind of undead being that is extremely powerful. The magic illuminating from her is actually on a similar level, if not tougher than the Beholder. And from what you can tell, due to her teleportation magic and beasts, she seems to be very versed in shadow type magic.
You're not a human. You're a shadow undead thing.
Her horns
hell?
also indicate her heritage. With undead that have horns, usually that means that they're very old.
So, Commander, I see you changed demonology to wisdom.
I'm proficient in it.
That being said,
I just point at her when she calls me, saying that she's a fellow inferior human. You're not a human. You're like an undead with shadow magic, and you're really old.
As you say that, she goes, "That is not true. I am a fellow inferior human being. You must be mistaken.
What are you, some sort of cosplayer?
I am
What?
very pleased that you are aware of my hobbies, fellow inferior human being.
Oh yeah, who are you cosplaying as?
I am cosplaying as a demon because it is safer."
How?
Horatius, you already know who this is. But anyway,
Lucretia looks like she's about to
Wait,
have an
does he?
aneurysm.
yeah,
Do I?
No, he doesn't.
I explained this to you ages ago. Or it was ages ago, to be
Well,
But
well
he's never
explained.
met
Yeah,
her,
but
so-
he's never met her.
Yeah, that's true, but still
At any
explained.
rate, the time has come for you to fulfill your end of the bargain. I assume that you are ready?
For ball now? Wait, we
Yes,
in a meeting.
it has been exactly 50 years and 44 days.
No, it hasn't.
Well, but I do believe I have explained that time works differently where we come from.
First things
Uh,
first.
Lucretia just immediately just turns around and just points directly at Iris's face. What have you gotten us into now?
I got us into nothing. This was
believe
Alyssia.
that the young lady has found herself in much distress. It seems like a lot has happened to her today.
By the way,
Shall she perhaps take a break?
she will take a break in a moment. By the way, this wasn't me, this is Alyssia. She says, and I'm gonna go and talk to
Actually,
the...
technically it was Vendrick.
Yeah.
The best part is this is Vendrick's fault.
Fuck. There was. I wasn't even
Just
there.
wanna mention something, that a few extra people agreed to this.
I wasn't even
So
there.
you notice that the shadows behind her begin to form, and two other figures actually step out of them. One of them is a certain cheeky mage you might remember as Vendrick, and the other one is a less cheeky mage known as Yana.
What? I'm immediately getting ready. Okay, there's
Funny
gonna be
seeing
one more
you
guest.
here.
There's one more guest that isn't coming.
Yana just bows. It's nice seeing you again, Iris. Vendrick, stop fucking laughing. You're a
Yana,
prick.
stay there. I'm gonna kill Vendrick and then we can go.
I would advise you against
Do it.
this, please.
Swing.
As I have made this point very clear to your other companions, she points to Vendrick and Yana, by the way, I would prefer it if we keep things civil. As you have all agreed to take part in this event, I expect you all to work together and achieve victory for my mistress. Anything else would be, well, disheartening.
I didn't agree to anything, she says. It's like, I wasn't even there when you agreed.
She snaps her fingers and the basically a memory plays out of you discussing with the Count from Osthaven how you're gonna take his place and agreeing to take his place.
No,
However,
I
you
didn't say
notice
that.
Firen is missing for some reason.
I wasn't there.
What?
I was climbing in the window at the end of the conversation. I said fuck all. And I was like, what's happening?
What the hell is going on?
To answer your question, sadly, the man known as Firen will be unable to participate for, well, reasons. However, it seems that you have found yourself new companions, and she points towards Horatius and Lucretia. I am sure that as loyal friends and as the saying goes for us inferior humans, thick as thieves, that they would be more than willing to join you on this endeavor.
I spit in her face.
Lucretia looks absolutely furious at Iris. And Iris will find that Yana is kind of scooting towards you.
Iris is looking upset, but she's okay with Yana coming here. It's like, don't look at me, it was him! Points towards Vendrick.
By the way, as you try to spit in her face, you see that the shadow just suddenly leeches out and numbs your spit out of the air so nothing hits her. She then turns towards Vendrick.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the shadow literally ate it like a wild beast, so it doesn't hit her.
Lucretia,
Oh,
you cannot
nom, nom, I love this spit!
She then turns towards Vendrick and says, "Now, then, Mr. Vendrick, was it? I believe that you are currently in service to Reinhardt. As such, I have no longer any leverage over you, as he outranks me in society. As such, if you wish to decline participation, I will have no choice but to accept your decision."
Oh, no, I've been looking forward to this.
Fuck, Iris is about to jump on it the moment he fucking...
I want to see how a couple of things worked out. Have you missed me?
Yana just looks towards Iris. He's gotten... well, he laughs maniacally a lot more often now.
Like, Iris looks like she's about to have a stroke. For once, Lucretia can probably see this is not her fault. This is actually nothing, because she would be running with it otherwise. You can just see her, like...
Lucretia is too busy having an aneurysm to notice you having an aneurysm.
It's like, I need half 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes.
I am sorry, but we have a long way to go. We should be on our way. Otherwise, there is a chance that things will not work out as, well, predicted.
I'm trying.
Keep in mind, the longer we stay here, the harder it will be for us to make the return trip. You do not wish to have an accident, do you?
Oh my god. You can see it, like...
by the way, as she is saying that, Lucretia, you notice the black wings on her back twitch a little bit. Those are definitely not cosplay.
By the way,
yeah, I fucking knew that.
It's like, I'm going to turn towards Shana, give her a hug, and then I'm going to go, okay. Henri, I need you to listen to a few
hugs
things.
you very tightly.
She's still got her one arm. It's like, Henri, I need you to listen to a few things.
She's listening.
Right, I'm suspecting you heard all that, including the laughter from the dumbass. But I hope you also heard the entire conversation about what to do with the elves. Please?
Do not worry, fellow inferior human being. As I have mentioned previously, it is only fine for us fellow inferior human beings to have shitty, terrible memory. So I shall explain again. Time flows differently where we are going. In your world, we will be gone but a few seconds.
We will. Okay.
Yes, I believe that the right measure of time would be for every 2 weeks that you spend in the world that we're going, it would be merely a second here.
She's gonna look towards the Oveyans. It's like, by the way, I picked up some other people. She says to Yana, it's like, they're not as go-to for the whole demon shtick.
What, is this my replacement?
Don't say that. You walked away.
She gave you kind of a cheeky grin at the thing before, but then she just kind of frowns. I was just trying to protect you.
She's gonna put her hands on her face and goes, I'm just glad you're back, but
you have no idea how many schemes this asshole has been cooking up, but since I decided to go with him, he hasn't sprung any of them on him. She's jabbing a finger at Vendrick. Do you have any idea what it's like to be poked and prodded at every day? It's very annoying, and he maniacally laughs the whole time.
this is all too much for my oh, by the way, I may be queen soon.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I know, it's very nice. But
who the fuck is this? Lucretia is just pointing directly in Yana's face.
Oh, right.
That's ultimate heresy right there.
This is whatever.
Is this
people-
another one of your demon waifus?
Did you actually say waifus? Because
That's the mage that I said would turn from the second I saw.
which he
He's
didn't.
one of their
Yana
two
frown-
traitors.
Yana
One.
frowns at you. I
One of the
did
two
it
in
to
this room.
I did it to help you all.
Shut up, demon.
Wow! I'm only half demon, and that's full racist.
By the way, as this is happening, Vendrick, somebody gives you a light hug from behind. Hi, Vendrick, it's been a while.
Hey,
Oh,
Mum.
I believe this is actually our first meeting, now that I think about it.
You could have killed him right there. Like,
give
it
her
was-
I lean over and give her like a little scratch on the chin and be like, that was very interesting of you.
I know, right?
We
I'd like to
weeks.
think that I'm a woman that's full of surprises.
Oh, here. I reach in and pull out a vial and open it, drain it on her.
Well, what's it do?
Oh, that's troll blood.
Oh,
It has this curious effect. Like cancer, but controlled. Thought you'd appreciate it.
you know, Vendrick, I am kind of disappointed in you.
Hmm?
Oh, she turns towards the others because they're clearly listening in. Oh, not because he betrayed us or anything. I'm more disappointed that he didn't finish the job properly. I thought I taught you better than that, dear.
Anyway, seriously. Oh, so someone killed Vendrick.
I did make a promise. Well, actually, speaking of promises, Vendrick reaches into a portal that appeared out of nowhere, pulls out a plant, and say, "Kept it watered."
Oh, she takes the plant and gives you a kiss on the cheek. You remembered. You're such a sweet boy.
Seriously?
Calm down, Iris. We're just catching up.
Kill
Oh,
him!
speaking of catching up, how's Royland been doing?
Oh. He kind of left off in a huff after you left. We don't know where he
her-
is.
Vendrick interjects just with the word "alive."
She scowls at you, but has gone a bit pale. You don't know where he is? He's okay? No,
No idea.
Yana,
Someone stab him.
Royland is a professional assassin. Of course we don't know where he is.
That's not good.
I am sorry to interrupt this very touching display of fellow human shenanigans and displays of emotion, but I did mention that the portal will become more unstable the longer I'm here. I would advise us to be on our merry way, shall we?
It's like, I tell you what. By the way, I'm not sure how you want to do this. Like, do you want to bring both characters, or do you guys want to play Vendrick
Up
and
to
Yana?
them. I'm gonna let
I
them
mean,
decide.
fuck it, I'll do Vendrick. I don't get a chance
If you
to play with
if you want to play Vendrick and you want to play Yana again, then what
I
else
want
would-
to I kind of want to play Yana. I want to play Yana and
I'm
like
gonna allow you to take both if you want, or you can take one of them.
I'm gonna take both because role-playing interactions, but I'm usually not gonna have them in the same room because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna be
that's fair.
super fucking annoying.
It's like,
Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering about Horatius, he's waiting for her to so much as blink, and then he's going to try and purge the demon. I'm just
Which
waiting
one?
for my...
it's like several.
Look, mate, I've got 3 attacks.
You fucking go for
Right,
Yana.
as soon as your blade tries to strike, you see that one of her
I'm
shadows again
literally
reaches
just
out and
waiting
just
for,
grabs
like,
your blade.
the opportunity, like when she's blink or any sort of distraction, since I saw that she has shadows to absorb spit.
Well, yeah, as you can, she's not even looking at you or anything, but immediately her shadows move in to protect her automatically.
Anyway, Horatius, you stay here. Apparently, I need to take care of this. Have fun, calm down, look after who we have here. Okay, good.
Are you sure? The more the merrier. Perhaps he would like to join us.
I assure you, he would not.
It is always fun having a nice meat war.
Also, fuck you.
Pity. I would hope that as many of you would come as possible to help increase the chances of victory for my mistress.
Horatius, I think I'm gonna go with them purely to make sure that they come back alive so we can stab them.
Don't you dare.
Only stab Vendrick.
I'm gonna shank you if you
They
don't
have not
shut up.
one, but 2 traitorous mages on their team.
One!
I am not a
He
traitor.
agreed to some sort of demon ball with this ram spirit.
So, what? I didn't agree
They
to
made
anything.
their bed. Let
My-
them lie in it. We
my
have more
mother
important
did.
things.
Mm.
It's
Well,
okay, Yana. He doesn't ever listen. By the way, Anu, are you going to be
she
okay?
just kind of shakes her head. In all honesty, I don't trust Iris to stay alive near these two.
I will attempt to kill them at a moment's notice.
Please, do swing.
I
He
would
does
highly
that thing.
advise against that. Please,
Vendrick does the
do
thing
not
where he
make
just
me...
taps his chin, just leans it right out for you. Glass jaw me. Go on.
And she was referring to Vendrick and Yana. All she sees is demon.
I would
Promise
highly
yet another
advise you
demon.
against using violence against each other. Please, do not make me waste magic to prevent you from, well, hitting yourselves.
Either way, I'm going. Anyone can come with or not. If this sorts out, we'll be back in less than a second. If not,
I'm
then I
coming
get
with
sort
you, of
this out.
course. While I might not have agreed, Vera did, and I just kind of want to see you again.
Right, so this is for the big money, Adam. Are you sure you just want to get Vendrick and leave Horatius behind?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Horatius
Okay.
is beyond disgusted at this whole thing, and I'm just ashamed that you joined them as well. To be honest,
No,
Lucretia.
I feel it's my duty to bring her
Right,
back alive
so
so we can.
There's a flick of the wrist and suddenly you are all consumed in thick shadows, apart from Horatius, who just stands there and looks as everything in front of his eyes vanishes. But for a moment, because after he blinks, you will all be back. But that is for Horatius. As for the rest of you, well, I have only one thing to say, motherfuckers. For the rest of you,
Stab
Time for the
Horatius in
ball.
the back.
We're just gonna disappear and for a second, and then Lucretia comes back and just presses her shield to like Horatius's chest and says, "You're right. These people all suck. I'm going to my room."
for the rest of you, it seems like you have decided to take the long way home yet again.
By force?
Bye.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wild